Welcome to episode 260 of The Digital Frontier. I'm Mark, and I'm really keen to get into today's topic, Jenny. It's close to home for so many businesses.
And I'm Jenny. You know, Mark, keen is understated today. We're diving into something that affects every single one of us, whether we realize it or not. Cybersecurity, especially around intellectual property.
That's accurate. We're talking about defending innovation, the very cornerstone of progress. A recent alert from Cybersecurity put this into perspective for me. They emphasized why protecting intellectual property, or IP, is a mission-critical exercise right now.
Mission-critical indeed. And the stakes couldn't be higher. I saw some numbers floating around, and they are, frankly, chilling. What's the latest projection on cybercrime costs?
Oh, Jenny, this is the part that really made me pause. According to Statista, cybercrime is projected to cost the global economy a remarkable $15.63 trillion by 2029. That's not a typo, folks. Trillion. With a T.
15 trillion? Mark, that's more than the GDP of entire nations. It's hard to even grasp that figure. Why do you think cybercrime costs can eclipse entire economies? And why isn't this more widely discussed? It feels like we should be talking about this constantly.
I agree, it's quite striking. I think part of it is that it's an abstract number. We hear billions and trillions mentioned, but unless you connect it to real-world impact, it doesn't quite sink in. But think about how losing that kind of money globally reshapes industries like healthcare or fintech. In healthcare alone, one cyber attack averages $10 million in costs. Fintech and manufacturing? Even higher. It's not just a number on a screen, it's real disruption.
That makes it very real. And what's interesting is that it often isn't these super sophisticated Hollywood-style hacking plots that cause the most damage.
You're hitting on the next significant point. While we might imagine skilled hackers in darkened rooms, the data tells a different story. IBM's Threat Intelligence Index report indicates that 95% of all data breaches are traceable to human error. That's right, 95%.
Okay, wait, let me be clear. Almost all breaches are because someone clicked on the wrong link, didn't follow a protocol, or made a simple mistake? If 95% of breaches stem from human slip-ups, why do companies still underinvest in training? I mean, it seems like a clear return on investment.
It's a thoughtful question, and one I think Dara Warren, the CEO of Cybersecurity, addresses well. She essentially stated, and I'm paraphrasing a bit here, the most advanced security technology in the world can be rendered ineffective by a single employee who hasn't been properly trained. Think about it. You can have the most robust firewall, but if an employee inadvertently downloads malware from a phishing email, that firewall can't necessarily block the human element.
Exactly. It's like having a sophisticated alarm system, but leaving the front door open. What psychological tactics, Mark, make employees more likely to click those harmful links or fall for these schemes despite being aware of the risks?
Well, it's often about leveraging basic human psychology, urgency, perceived authority, curiosity, and even fear. Phishing emails frequently create a sense of panic. Your account has been compromised. Click here immediately. Or they impersonate a boss or IT executive. And then there are the sophisticated social engineering tactics.
The ones that are becoming more concerning with deepfakes and AI voice cloning, right? So general security awareness campaigns are one thing, but INE is advocating for something more specific. They talk about industry-specific training. Can you elaborate on that?
Certainly. It's about tailoring the training to the unique threats of each sector. Take healthcare, for example. Their biggest vulnerability often revolves around HIPAA compliance, patient data, and ransomware. Their training needs to specifically address those issues, focusing on medical records, security, ransomware prevention, and secure patient communication. It needs to be directly relevant to their daily workflows.
That makes considerable sense. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. What about manufacturing, for instance? That's a significant sector with distinct risks.
Exactly. Manufacturing faces supply chain attacks, intellectual property theft of designs, industrial espionage, and attacks on operational technology, OT, and IoT devices. Their training would focus on securing industrial control systems, protecting proprietary designs, and identifying espionage attempts. It's about recognizing that a vulnerability in a hospital's electronic health record system is quite different from a vulnerability in a factory's robotic arm. The context matters.
And the return on investment must be considerable. Beyond immediate financial savings, what less tangible benefits like brand trust does this level of tailored cybersecurity training foster?
Oh, the ROI isn't only about preventing losses. It goes beyond that. The Benzinga report mentioned that organizations with well-trained teams save over $70,000 annually per organization due to faster incident mitigation and response. And those teams boost productivity by 10%. But you're right, the less tangible benefits are just as important.
Imagine turning your main vulnerability, human error, into a strength. I can already hear our listeners considering how much better their company could operate with this kind of training.
That's it. It fosters a culture of security. Employees feel more capable and valued when they're well equipped. That builds trust, both internally and externally. If a company can confidently state, "We invest significantly in training our people to protect your data," that's a key advantage.
Which brings us back to intellectual property. This isn't just about data loss. It's about the erosion of trust and innovation. That $7 trillion contribution to the US GDP from IP? If that's at risk, we all bear the cost, don't we?
We certainly do. IP theft isn't just a corporate issue. It's a societal one. Consider medical advancements, green energy technologies, sophisticated manufacturing techniques. If that knowledge is stolen, if the motivation to innovate is undermined, progress slows. And who bears the ultimate cost then? It's not just corporations. It's all of us. Protecting IP really should be treated as a national security priority.
It's why INE Security emphasizes that prioritizing security certifications and continuous training isn't just shrewd business practice, it's essential for maintaining and protecting that innovation. It's like building the digital defenses around the core of our economic engine.
A good way to put it, Jenny. The main point is, in a world where cyber threats are evolving rapidly, our human defenses need to evolve even faster. It's not just about firewalls and antivirus. It's about empowering every single employee to be a strong link in the security chain.
I agree completely, Mark. This conversation really underscores the urgency. Thanks for discussing such a vital topic today.
My pleasure, Jenny. And thank you all for tuning in to the Digital Frontier. We'll connect with you next time.
Stay vigilant out there, digitally and otherwise.